Do you know how bad things have to be in order for Alex Jones, the person who said that water is turning frogs gay, the person who has been sued successfully for billions of dollars for the Sandy Hook conspiracy theory that it was all made up, for Alex Jones to go against what you're doing? Do you know how badly you had to have messed up? Well, Donald Trump has messed up very badly because Alex Jones is calling him out because of Trump's deportation plan. I'm telling you, the immigration stuff was Trump's strength, and now it's his greatest weakness because, as written here, far-right conspiracy theorist Alex Jones called Donald Trump's idea of deporting U.S. citizens to foreign prisons unconstitutional and really bad. The InfoWars host, while discussing this issue with white nationalist Nick Fuentes, broke with the president on his stated plans involving El Salvador's Supermax prison. And here it is.
1,500 students have been served a notice by the State Department. It's being run by Marco Rubio. That's who's behind this. 1,500 students who are here on a visa have been served a notice. The visa's canceled because they criticized Israel. They were involved in a protest. And people say, well, as long as we're getting them out. This is happening at the same time that Trump says we need to slow deportations down for migrant workers. He said twice, first in a cabinet meeting, then he said in an interview, he said, when it comes to these migrant workers that are on farms, in hotels, in hospitality, and other important sectors of the economy, he said, we actually don't want to actually physically remove them. We're going to ask them to leave. We want to get them back on a visa. So it's like the people that came here illegally, who have been here illegally for a long time, who actually have no legal standing to be here, they don't seem to be a priority. They're trying to slow it down if they're trying to get them out at all. At the same time, you have very high priority 1,500 people with a legal right to be here. They're being expedited. Their removal is being expedited for no reason other than they criticize the fact that, we're supporting this foreign war. So I think...
Well, here's where I'm at, though. In general, I see a lot of the populist conservative space spending half their time on this. And I think it's way more dangerous. Trump saying we're looking to deporting citizens to El Salvador. Now that's unconstitutional, and that is really bad.
I agree with that. And then again, though, I don't think that's a real policy. That hasn't happened. What is really happening?
Now they're talking about using the Enemy Combatant Act to do it for regular crime.
I think that's one of those throwaway comments.
Do you think it's him trolling?
I think they're flooding the zone with poo, like Bannon said.
Yeah, so, and they're not wrong. I mean, what world are we in that I'm agreeing with Nick Fuentes and Alex Jones on this one thing, just to be clear? But it is really bad. It's unconstitutional, and it is authoritarian. It is an authoritarian action. And we in this country have checks and balances, and we also have the right to due process. So Donald Trump is within his right to, I guess, arrest people with no charges and have them go to court where they're then released because there are no charges. But there has to be due process. If we don't have due process in this country, then we no longer are America. And due process is important because we had Columbia student Mohsen Mahdawi's friend on to talk about his illegal detainment with ICE. And he was released yesterday. Because this is what it looks like when you put someone through an actual process of due process. Here's the moment where Mohsen was released. And then here, I want to show you his message because I thought this is the message. And I don't know why our leaders are not speaking this way, but I'm glad someone is.
They arrested me. What's the reason? Because I raised my voice and they said no to war, yes to peace. Because I said enough is enough to President Trump and his cabinet. Yes. I am not afraid of you. No fear, no fear, no fear, no fear.
Clear, concise, and important. I mean, that gave me strength. It gives me courage that someone who has really been has experienced the full brunt of the power of the federal government to try to weaken them and make them timid. We have someone like Mohsen who is saying, I'm not scared of you. I think that's extremely powerful. And this immigration issue, like I said, is the issue that is going to take down Trump. He is violating. I hope we impeach this mother effer. He is violating so many constitutional rights of ordinary people. And even Joe Rogan is on our side with this. Here he is saying, really, what I love about this is he breaks it down in a way that's very digestible for his audience about what is happening with people who cannot fight for themselves.
Social media, or even more so, if you can like anonymously tip people that people are immigrants here illegally, like, boy, that's going to be a problem if that ever happens.
And that could just be a woman who owns a fucking fruit stand and a Mexican owns a fruit stand down the corner, and she could just call and go, listen, this guy's illegal.
There's people that are excited that people are getting deported. Like, be fucking careful. Be careful what you wish for. You don't want just more people searching for people to lock up. And then here's the thing, like any other business. Once you start getting numbers, you don't want those numbers to drop off. You don't want the job to go away. You know, you got a quota, right? If you got a quota, I don't know if there is a quota, but if there's a quota for how many immigrants we're going to send back, you got to have a problem. Because then now you've made it a game. And now I'm trying to score points. And if Joey gets 30 guys, I want to get 50 guys. Fuck Joey. Yeah, I got 50. I think a few of them might not be guilty, but fuck it. Who cares?
Who cares? I hit the bonus.
Cadillac.
I hit the bonus.
Yeah, fuck them. They should all go back anyway. Agreed. Yeah. There's a lot of fucking idiots in this world. There's a lot of people that they're short-sighted. And by giving, if there is, I'm not saying there is a quota, but if there is a quota, you're giving people a game to play now. You don't want to play games with people.
Well, I think even on ticket quotas.
So yeah, it's very clear to me if Alex Jones, Joe Rogan, Mohsen, me, all align on the same core belief that what Trump is doing is unconstitutional, then it's a winning issue for us, and it's a loser for him. It's a loser for him. But as I said to someone earlier today, we have a lot of work to do because though Donald Trump is historically unpopular, Democrats still are more unpopular than Donald Trump. So we have a lot of work to do on our own. But I want to end with this. I don't know if this is true or not. I assume it is true. But top Chinese officials say that Trump has been calling them a dozen times every day to beg for a trade deal. And they put him on hold while playing audio of Obama speeches until he hangs up. Sounds right. Sounds like maybe the Chinese are lying. Regardless, I love the idea of Obama speeches being played while Trump is on hold, hoping that a deal can be reached over a problem that he created. And I'll see you next time.